imagine that. So, but from my experience on a day-to-day, 60 to 65% of the job is just easy dashboarding, like we just did in the first one. Okay. 30% of them that are a little bit complex, have some calculations, they don't come all of the time. They don't come like all of the time. And when they come, once you knock it out, you've done your job, then that's it. So you will learn a lot on the job. And so many tools that you will learn that your company uses, like different data source where they put their data source, it's just a continuous learning. Plus, Tableau itself keep evolving. A lot of new stuff that you're putting in Tableau. So you also need to like keep yourself up to date in it. So the easiest way for now is practice, 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 and you should be able to like go online. For example, we have this data where we get our data from. If I come here to these resources right now, you have a whole lot of free data here. Try to come here, download some data, and just try to see what report you can create. Make it look nice, and it's your work, and you can showcase it. Just try, or you can go to for example, if you come to like this visit of the day, you will see a whole lot of work that people are doing here. Okay, you can say, okay, let me download any data and try to replicate what this person is doing. Just do something. You just keep yourself abreast. But one thing I can tell you, once you master the job, it's a lot easier. You get it?
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other question? Okay, so let me, I've connected to my data, but let me just give an explanation to what this is all about. So you get a glimpse. Now you see that I didn't prepare any requirements. I didn't say we have to do this and do that and do that. Sometimes it can come this way where your management will say, okay, look at this data, give us some report, and then maybe we can, from there, get you feedback to finalize the report. Just give us something to look at in this data, and they're giving you this data set. You as a developer, you should be able to like look at the data and come up with something for them and make it look nice for them to start interacting with the data. Then they kind of give you feedback to say, okay, this looks good. Can you remove this, or can you adjust this, adjust that? And before you know it, that report has gone into production. Okay, so in this instance, let's assume that we are giving this data set called the 2014 Inc. 5000. Okay, and if you look at the description here, a lot of times the data doesn't really have description. Your boss might just explain to you what the data is all about, or the developer, or the Scrum Master or project manager, whoever is in charge of that report, will just explain to you. But let's say they say this data is magazine annual list of 5,000 fastest growing private company in the United States. This list of company, this list is compiled by measuring each company percentage revenue growth over a 4 years period. So maybe they want to invest in some of this company, but they really want to help them visualize this data so they can easily understand where to put in their money, or to know which company is growing fast, which sector is growing fast, what is their employment and growth rates. Okay. Do we have an idea about this data? Do we understand? If you don't understand, ask question, okay? Now, learn to ask question. I always tell everyone in the class, when you're trying to understand your requirement, you can never over ask question. If you don't understand, don't be too timid or shy to ask question. Okay, that's where requirement clarification comes in important. It's better for you to ask too many questions and get it right than ask no question and then do the wrong thing. And then at the end of the day, you create a defective report. You wasted time and you wasted resources. Okay, so ask questions. Pretend this is your real job. Ask questions to clarify any requirement. Okay. So I'm going to dive deep into the data I've connected already. I assume every one of us have connected to this data. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to do is to just like explore this data a little bit. Okay. So if I bring in this series, so we can see all of the series where these 5,000 companies, are located. Okay. I want to know what is this input? What is this? I need to understand. If I look at this is null. So this is not really relevant to my analysis because it's not bringing in any information. So I'll just leave this one out. Number, what is this? I just like play around for you to like understand your data. So you can see this is just like numbers of rows. For example, if I open up this report right now, you can see these are just to number each rows. So it's not really anything. It just shows the position of the data in the data set. So that one also not really relevant to as far as I'm concerned, because it's just number of rows for each of those companies where they are located in the data. So I'll leave that out. Page URL. So this is just telling you the website where this data is coming from. Okay, so like we saw on the website, it is either Inc. 5000 magazine. So that's their website. Now this is relevant because for me, at the end of my report, I want to give them credit for providing this data. So I might put below somewhere in my report will say data source is from Inc. 5000 list. This is their website. So I'm not claiming the ownership of the data. Okay.
Good evening. Please, I want to ask a question. I'm looking at the pane on your left-hand side, the data, all the data you have. Mine, the first one in mine is number, page URL. I don't have that input in mine.
Just look, maybe it might be somewhere, but just check it. If you don't have it, it's okay.
It's not in any of the list. It's not in dimension analyzing measure.
Okay, don't worry. We'll check it later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So result number, just to like give us some of this here. I can see this one might be the same thing with this number. So you can see they are just lining up. So all of this are not really what are going to give me some information. Source is the same thing as it's telling me that it came from this magazine and this is their website. That is this what it's telling me. So I might just use this at the end of my report and put below to say this is the data source, just to give them the credit. And widget name, what is this? Same thing with that. So now if I come in here, this is where I started having my data that I want to use. The company names are all here. So I can see all of the 5,000 companies that made it to this list, okay? And if I look at the city, it tells me where the companies are located, city. And if I bring it, for example, state, so it tells me this city is in Pennsylvania and so on. So it's making sense already. And if you look bottom left here, you can see that we have 5,000 marks, which means we have 5,000 rows for this, okay? And if I further look at the industries, so you can see, let me bring this company, let me bring this here. So you can see now that this, for example, this 305 degrees, this is their industry. They are in the travel and hospitality industry. This 360 Cloud Solution is a software company. So you can easily see where all of this company, where their industries, where they specialize on. Now, if you want to like regroup this, if I bring this in front here, you can see that Tableau is now grouping all of these companies under this. So for example, advertisement and companies is showing me all of the company in there and so on. So right here, I'm getting a feel of this data. So I can say, okay, I know what to do. Then I want to like explore my measure as well. Okay, let me leave this for now. I want to see if I bring in this revenue, for example, I drop this here. So what is this telling me? What is this telling us?
It's just describing the industry, the city where they live, the state, and also the revenue.
Absolutely, the revenue. That's it. And if I bring in, for example, number of workers here, and I drop this here, what is this telling us? This is their revenue, and this is their total number of workers, and so on. That's just what it's telling us. So now, even this alone is a lot helpful just by creating this. So even if you don't know what to create, quickly bring in something in the view, and you can start getting a feel of that data. But we want to like visualize this in a whole lot of ways, okay? So before we dive deep, let me bring up my word. Like I said, I want us to like do some calculations today. I want to introduce, especially the newbies, I want to introduce it to parameters, okay? Oh, actually this, no. Okay, so we're going to do calculations today, calculations. And like I said before, get ready for calculations because you're going to be doing a whole lot of calculations from day to day. It doesn't have to be complex calculations, but some calculations to like kind of help your users manipulate their aggregate. For example, total sum of sales, what is the sales ratio, what is the, and all of these are just simple calculations, okay? And then I want us to look at parameters. Parameters are like filters, but what parameter does is it allows you to create or define your own way of filtering the data, okay? You know how we bring in our filter last week? We didn't create those filters. They were already part of our data. We're just using some dimension in our data to do the drill down of our report. But parameters allow you to like define your own way and create a calculations how you want Tableau to pass in those parameters, okay? And then I want us to also do some kind of ways of viewing data like top 10. Okay, for example, if I go back to this report here, now we have 5,000 companies. What if the user said they only want to see the top 10 companies that made it to this list? They are not interested in all of the 5,000. They want just top 10 only by the sum of revenue. All of this is something that you can easily quickly do, okay? So let's dive deep and let me clear this out for now. The first thing I want to do is, for me, if I was to do this, my first approach would be, where do we have the top companies in America? Where do we have them concentrated? For example, this 5,000 company here, which part of the country are they mostly concentrated? So with that, I want to draw my users' attention to those areas where we have those new companies. For example, we know we have 5,000, but we don't really know where they are. So, but I want to show, okay, in Washington, how many companies made it to this list? In New York, how many companies made it to this list? I want to show that, okay? So, and I would like to visualize that using map, just bringing my map in the view. Now, Tableau have a very good function of visualizing your data in map. For example, for the newbies, please watch this. If you look at this dimension here, you can see that we have like a world map, a world icon here. Now, these are dimension, but they are geographical dimension data. So any geographical data, Tableau will put this sign of world map or like the Earth sign in front of it for you to know that this is a geographical data. For example, this is state and this is city. Tableau is smart enough to know that this is city and this is state. And sometimes even when maybe if I name this revenue state now, Tableau would think it's a geographical data and it put that sign there. But I have to like reconfigure. So Tableau has that AI that recognizes state, country, zip code, and so on as a geographical data. So, and to create a map off of this is very simple. Just double click on it and let Tableau do the rest for you. So you see now that because this is a state in the US, Tableau know that from this data that we have here, there are data from these different locations in US. So it's just creating their spots in Tableau. Now you can say, okay, I don't want this to just be like just like dot on the state. I want to use it like as a field map. I don't really use this design, but by default, this is what Tableau gave you. So if I want to change this, I can come to mark here and I'll change this to map. If I change it to map, now you can see that it gives me some like field kind of map, okay? So this is looking good, good so far, okay? Any question on this? Now, so far, what I'm doing is visualizing where we have companies in this data. Now, like I said, I want to know where in this state do we have this 5,000 company concentrated. So how do I do that? I want to count my company here, okay? So we have the companies here, and for me to count them, I will do what? Create a calculated field, and I'll call this, I can call this maybe, let me just call this companies. And I'll just put a pound sign there, and I'll just do count D company. So when I do count D, what am I doing? Why am I using count D for the newbies? Susan, can you help us? Quick. Why am I using count D?
To get a more specific.
Absolutely, because I want to count each company once. I don't want to count them twice, so I know how many companies we have. Normally, in the real life, I will use an LOD to count this. That's my way. But I don't want to get you confused, especially for the newbies. We're going to dive directly in LOD. But LOD and this is the same result, okay? So I do count the companies and I'll put this here. So if I bring this here right now and I put this in my test, so you can see that We have one company in Alaska. We have 2 companies in Puerto Rico, and we have 5 companies in Hawaii. Majority of the company is located where? Georgia, California, Illinois, and so on. So we can begin to see that where these top companies are located. Now, this just gives me a sense that if I'm looking at the top 10 company, so okay, give me the top 10 company of all of these companies. Probably I'm going to be looking at somewhere in California, and this area. But they just give me some kind of idea of what I'm looking at. Okay. Now, this alone is very informative. The users know that, okay, we have so and so company in this location. So you might wonder, how about this state that is blank here? It shows that we don't have no data for this state here. That's why Tableau is not showing you anything. Tableau cannot show you what's not in your data. Okay, so for this state here, I believe this should be like either somewhere, I don't know, but they don't have no data anyway. So that's why they are blank. So now, how do I want to visualize my data? I want to make my report very beautiful and nice. So I'm just going to okay, I'll hold my shift key, my Control Shift on my laptop. I'll click on my rows and just drag this latitude and drop in here. So what this does is it creates a kind of dual chart, okay? We are going to do this after me, okay? Just watch for now. The reason why I want to do this dual chart is because I want to show 2 different information in one view, okay? Let me do that again, okay? Actually, let me remove this one here. So I want to do a dual as chart, okay? Hold your shift key on your laptop, your shift control, click on this latitude and just click on the latitude, drag it beside that and just leave it. So it creates a kind of dual chart for you, okay? So for me, on this first one here, you can see I have 2 panes now because I have two charts in one place, okay? So if I click on the first one, I want to use a kind of color coding for this map here. So Tableau shows me by color where we have most of these company, okay? So instead of me using any of my dimension for color, I will drag my count of company and just drop it into color. So now, what is this showing you? You can see by the color legend here that the max of company for each state is 694, and the darker the color, the more, okay, the higher the aggregate. So California, followed by Texas, followed by Florida, and so on. Those that have darker color have more companies in this 5,000, okay? That's what I want to show there. Then in this second one here, I don't want to use this as a map. I want to use this to be let me try density, okay? And I can bring in this same company into my size of density. No, it's not going to work. Okay, so density doesn't work here. So you can see that my size is grayed out. It's not letting me drop anything there. So I'll just go back in here and let me use circle. Okay, and I want to drop in into size. So I want to show by size where we have more. Okay, so you can see that the bubble for California is more, compared to those that have little ones. Okay, it's looking good. Then I'll come up here and do my dual axis. I'm telling Tableau to combine these two charts together for me. So now we have it. And you can also increase your size of your bubble. So this is visually very effective. So by just looking, your users can see that this state here with the bigger bubble and darker color have more companies in this top 5,000 companies. Do we understand this before we all do what I just did?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and now you don't have to do it like this in the real life. Like I said, you can just come here and do like, okay, bring in your state here, okay, and bring in your company count here and sort it. That's it. So you can see California, Texas, New York, and so on. Boom, if you want to do table. Now, a lot of managers, those old school managers and directors that love Excel, they like something like this. They don't care about charts. Charts confuses them. They like table. If you work with such people, good luck to you. I mean, you just hit the jackpot. Just give them tables, just something like this. They're okay. But I want to, like, for the sake of interview and for you to understand some kind of complex stuff in Tableau, we are going this route now, okay? Okay, so do we all understand this? Good. All right, everybody get to work. Let's create this. Let's spend 10 minutes on this. If you need help, let me know. And don't forget to name your sheet. I'm going to call this company, city, something like that. Doesn't matter. And someone can share their screen. So we do it from scratch. Who wants to share their screen? Nobody wants to share their screen?
I'll share
my
mine.
screen.
Okay, share. Who wants to share?
I
I'd like
can
to share
share
my
mine.
screen.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Martis, go ahead, share your screen.
Can we call it company locations?
Yeah, anyone. It depends on you. Okay, Martin, share.
On it.
We're not seeing you.
Can you see me now?
Nope. You're not sharing your screen yet. I'm not seeing your screen. Okay, it's coming up.
The first issue I have is I discovered the icons and the arrangement I have by the left is quite different from what I'm looking for, what you're actually teaching us, sir.
Okay. Where did you download this?
From the public table.
Okay, click on your hierarchy first, the one that says location. Just click on there. I think, no, on that little arrow in front of your location. I think you might have downloaded something, or maybe your Tableau just reorganized your stuff for you. So it's the same thing anyway. Now, where did you get your metric from? Metric calculation. You got this from somewhere.
I actually downloaded it from the site, but the question it was actually asking me from the site is, I was going to download it on the PDF, or I want to download it on Tableau
No,
worksheet.
because you can see there is a calculated field already in this data, so it's not the raw data that we are using.
Oh.
But it's okay. Just go ahead. It's the same data. Don't worry. Okay.
All
So
right.
double click on your state. Now, for those of you who have not done this, just double click on your state. This pop up. Okay. So go to your max and change it to map. up where it says max. No, come down. That's why I said I want you guys to watch me when I do it, so you know when I say go here, you know where to go. Come down under your filter.
Okay.
No, under your filters mark. No, move left where you say filters. Where you say filters. Okay, let me request control.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, grant me control. Now everybody watch. When I says max, you see where it says max here? Did you see it? Where your cursor is? Did you see
Okay.
that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's your max. Here is your filter pane. Okay, so when I say
Yes,
go
sir.
to max, you go here. And under max, you go to this little stuff here. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now it looks like you already started working on something. That's why you see, yes, as a filter. Let me see. Oh, you downloaded somebody else's work.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
wondering what is going on.
This is what this guy did. You know, so you downloaded his work. So he already did some kind of stuff. All right. So we usually have if you go to Tableau Public, that's what. You go to resources here, resources,
Okay, sir.
and then you go to sample data.
Okay.
Here you have a whole bunch of data. A lot of data sets are here, free. And then you can
Okay.
go to the second one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. So, but for now, you can still use that data because it's the same, even though he already.
I would actually prefer to delete this one and actually download
Okay.
the
So
real one
go and
first.
download your data then. Okay. And.
All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Let me stop. Okay, so who else wants to share their screen? Have we all done that? Who else wants to share their screen?
I'll share mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Nadia, are you okay? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I thought you were sharing.
Okay, Taba, you go. You share, Taba.
Okay.
Okay. So let's create the map that we create.
Okay.
Double click on the city. No, sorry, state. City will give you at a lower granular level, okay?
Okay.
So just clear this worksheet.
The state. Okay.
Okay. And then, so yours already come like pre-filled. Now, let's create a dual axe for this.
Okay.
Hold your Control-Shift key and click on the latitude and drag it. Just drop. Okay, so what do we do next? On the first mark, okay, we want to use the company count to create some kind of color gradient to show which state has the more. So your company count, drag it and put it in color. No, not that one, not that one.
Okay.
Remember, we created a calculation.
This one?
Yes.
Gotcha.
No, you are, okay, back up one more time. I'll just remove that. When you're working on dual axis, don't make sure that you are not on the all marks, because right now you have 2 marks.
Oh, okay.
So click on the first mark. No, leave that one, leave that one.
Okay.
Come down. No,
Right
down.
here? Okay.
No, calm down.
Mhm.
Calm down. You see where it says latitude below?
Yeah.
So each
Mhm.
of these is one, each mark for each of these view.
Okay.
So click on the first one.
Mhm.
The first one is
Okay.
for the one on top.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
we want to show like a color gradient for that
Okay.
map. So
Okay.
drag your color and put in color. So you can see that it didn't
Okay.
affect the one below.
Okay.
Now the one below, click on the one below. We don't want to show this as a map, but we want the map behind it. But we want to, you just want to show like sizes in kind of circle. So instead of map, go and change it to circle. Okay, and now drag your company count into size to size each of these bubble. And now go on your rows, on your latitude on top, and combine these two charts together.
This one? This one?
So the one on your rows, your latitude on your rows under columns.
On the column.
No, go up, up, up. Rows, rows, rows.
Oh, rows.
Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
combined it
Yeah. Go to the little drop down here.
on this one?
Yes. And now you want to do dual axis. Dual
Gotcha.
axis means you are combining two charts together. It's like laying them over.
Oh, okay.
So now you can see that the bubble is right in on each state, and you can easily see which state has more companies in this list. Okay.
Okay. Can you, if I want to see the state, instead of clicking on it, can I bring the state into label
You
to
can,
see?
but you can't. For example, try it. Bring the state into label. What you
Okay.
it's showing, but it's too clustered.
Okay.
It's too
Gotcha.
clustered, so you don't want to do that. But it's
Okay.
just remove it, and when they hover over each of the state, it shows them which state.
They'll be able
Plus-
to see it. Mhm.
Plus, the users already know this state anyway. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Right. So
Okay.
now name your sheet so far, and now are you working on the same sheet as your salary distribution?
This is a new one that I got.
Yeah, but you didn't. In real life, if you finish with a project, close that and just close and save that report in your folder.
I
You don't-
already did.
Yeah, but you continue the new project that you are doing now on the same instance. So you're going to have them in the same place. But don't worry, I'll show you how to separate them later, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but real life, open a brand new instance of Tableau and start your new project, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to confuse yourself looking for
Okay.
a report and everything is, Okay. Anybody?
Okay. So what should I label this?
It's up to you. Don't call it company account or company by city
Company.
or
Okay.
whatever.
All right. So stop sharing.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, are we all done with this?
No, sorry, I'm stuck. I'm trying to
Okay,
do
share
the
your screen.
dual update, but it's not working for me.
Okay. Share your screen.
Thank you.
Now, while she's sharing, dual axis is a very easy. Try to practice it, because once you understand dual axis, it makes some visualization very easy for you, to achieve. Okay. So you are using Mac. Okay. No, I see your. I don't know how this works in Mac, but hold your Control-Shift key, click on that latitude, and just drag it beside there.
Command, hold your command key, not control.
Okay, that's why I don't use Mac. So it says hold your command key and drag that latitude. Yeah, just drop it beside the latitude. Do it again. Yeah, drag it beside. No, just, okay, hold it and drag. Don't leave it until I say leave it. Keep dragging. No, beside, up, up, up. In the, no, in that line. Yeah, drop it now. Okay, it's not working now. Okay. You see on your measures below, you see where it says latitude? Below. Latitude. The one on top. So just drag it beside the one in the rows. No, beside your rows, up in your rows. In your rows, yeah, drop it there. So you see the same thing. So if you don't know how to like hold your command key and do allows, just go back there and just drag it. It's going to give you the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So are you okay from here? So go ahead and do finish up. Finish up. Have you counted your company? Create a calculator field to count your company. You want to count how many companies do we have in each state. So to do that, we have to count that company. So create a calculator field. Go to that little drop down. Yep. Calculator field. And call this number of companies or company pound, it doesn't matter. And do the count D of company. For the old biz, if you are comfortable with your own biz, you can just continue and then show us what you're doing, you know, like Dada, Daniel, Ejiro. You don't have to wait for us. Okay. Now you can see that below your marks here, you have all marks, and then you have 2 latitude below your mark. Each of this mark is for each of this view on top. That's all. So if you click on the one, go down a little bit, the next one, yeah, click on that one. The first, no, the one above first. Click on that one. This one is for the map on top. The one below it is for the one below. So if you want to configure or format, make sure you are in the right mark for you to configure each of the charts, okay? So now on the second one there, bring your number of company. No, the one above that. Your all is first, that one is second, the last one is the third. So on your second mark, which you are right now, go and bring in your number of companies into color. So with this color, what is this telling you with this color? Look at the legend.
It shows the number, the state that has more.
So what does the color says?
The dark one.
The darker the color, the
The
more.
darker the color, the more the
Exactly.
numbers, the higher numbers.
Exactly. Now we also want to like just bring in some kind of KPIs to help the user see the sizes by just looking at the map. Okay, so go to the last one below that. Yes. Now instead of using map, go and change that to circle. Now go and drag the same number of company into your size. You want to size this bubble by the count of those companies. So the more company, the bigger the bubble. Okay. Now we want to combine these 2 charts into one, so the bubble can fit on top of each state where they belong. So go to your latitude on your rows, the second one. No, the second one there, the second one, yes. On that little drop down, You can right click on there or click, no, where are you coming from? Yeah, click on it. Click on the second one. Just click on it, click. Yeah, right there. To bring out that little drop down, yeah. So click on that little drop down in there and click on dual axis. Now it look like you pin your chart. You see where it says pin X. Go and remove that pin to make it bigger. Yeah, click on it. Okay, so good now. So you can easily see that without being told, the size of those bubbles shows that you have more in California, and the color also tell them that. So you can, with these two legends beside here, the users can easily see how many companies, where those companies are located. Okay? Do we get that?
Yes,
is
sir.
one
Thank you
chart.
so much.
This is one chart. Okay, I want to carry everybody along. By the time we finish, I expect everyone to like grasp why we did what we did and the outcome. And you should be able to like explain this in your interview. Okay.
I have a question. So if you want to change the colors, you can do that.
Absolutely.
I mean, the circle colors.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Okay.
You can. For example, if you want to change the blue color, you can just go on your legend and double click on it. It takes you straight to the color. Or you go to the each of the mark and change the color from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you're all free to use your kind of color. Okay. Don't use my kind of color. And your formatting is left for you the way you want to format this. Okay. All right. Who else needs help with this?
Hello, sir. Yeah, Medina.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I'm going to be behind.
Okay, share your screen.
Okay.
And Taba, can you help her out? Let's finish with this by 9 o'clock. Remember, we still have to do like some calculations and parameter, but we are not going to be in a rush. By Friday, Thursday, we're going to be done with this. And we have our second dashboard. So share your screen, Medina.
Okay, I'm trying to, I don't know what I missed. I don't know what is happening. Okay, yeah, I'll do it now.
Okay.
I don't understand what the screen is bringing.
Just go to your share screen and share it.
Yeah, that's what I did, but it's bringing on something different. Choose what to share, entire screen. Yeah.
If you click on share screen, just click on the first option that says screen. Don't click on any of the workbook because you're going to be sharing only that workbook. So click on the first option that says screen. Okay.
What I'm saying is different.
So click on share screen. So what else do you see once you click on that?
What I'm saying is I should choose what to share. It's giving options of entire screen, window, Microsoft Edge tab.
Okay, did you see where it says screen? Okay, click on window.
Okay.
And let's see what comes up.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Taba, help her out.
Okay. Go ahead and create your calculated field.
Medina, can you hear her?
Yes, I can hear, and that's what I'm doing.
You can click,
I
You
should bring the
click-
company into it, right?
So now you see,
Right,
we
but-
can't see what you're doing because it's like stop sharing first and share your screen first. If you
Okay.
just do share screen, we can see what you're doing. Okay, go back on share now.
Okay.
What's the first option there?
It still brings the entire screen, window, and
Okay.
Microsoft Edge. So
Okay, click on entire screen. Maybe that's,
yeah, I clicked on it, but it's still not highlighting the share, so I can click on it. It's not highlighted. Should I still do the option you gave me before? That I should click on window, I choose my screen, and then share.
okay,
Can
all
you
right.
view it now? Okay.
Yeah, but, okay, right, we're not seeing it now. Okay, all right, so go ahead.
Okay. So I should bring the company into the count D, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand why we are counting the company, right?
Yes, to
Because-
sort it so that it won't be counted twice or
No,
To
we're trying to
avoid
count the company so we know how many company is located in which states. Now, we have 5,000 companies in this data set. We want to know how many of this company is from California, how many is from New York, how many is from different states. But in total,
Okay.
they're going to give us 5,000, okay?
okay.
So name your calculation. And Taba, go ahead.
Okay. You can just put like, name it as company number,
Vice.
number of company.
Okay.
It seems there's an error in that calculation.
Yes,
Because
valid
there's no
now.
name.
just type company and then hashtag number.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Anyhow you want to label it, it's fine. Perfect. Okay. And then you're gonna, because we're looking for the size. So you're gonna take that and drop it into size. Just drag it and drop it in the size. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Or you, okay, so you're gonna then take the latitude. You're gonna hold your control shift. Click
Okay.
on the latitude. So hold your control shift first and then click on latitude to duplicate it.
I'm trying to do that.
I'm sorry? Down, down where there's row next to it, down. Next to it. Yeah, perfect. And then you're gonna see the second latitude you just created. Click on the drop down menu. Click on it, drop down menu. Click on it.
Okay. Oh,
You gotta click on the drop down menu.
on the latitude.
Yes, right there. The second one you just created. Where the arrow is, right there.
Okay, okay, not the right click. Okay. All right. Yeah. So where do I go from there?
You have to click on it. Where the arrow is,
Can you?
give you the drop down
I've found
menu.
it. Can you view my screen? So
I'm
what
looking
option
at it.
should I do? Okay.
I'm looking at it, but it's not giving you the menu, like the drop down menu.
It's
Right.
like it's giving,
Oh, okay.
we can't see what are dropped down. That's the problem.
Oh, well, if you see dual axis, just click on dual axis because we can't see. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. So
Yeah, click
okay,
on that, please.
Okay.
There you go.
I've done it now. Oh, I think there's something we missed.
No, so you're gonna, there's one more step I need to do. Okay, so
Go to your second mark. I think You see under your all, latitude, the second one under all.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Okay,
the
yeah.
one below. Yeah.
Okay,
Click on
this
that one.
one.
Yes.
Okay.
Now remove that
Okay.
number from size. That should be in color. So just click in front of that. No. Come to the aggregate number. You see where we have that bubble in front of it? Click on it. We can't really see your screen, so don't.
You can see it now.
Okay, remove that number of company from this. Just remove it.
Okay.
Drag it
The
out.
aggregate number,
Yeah.
I should bring it out.
Yeah, just drag it out. Drag it out. Just drag it out of that place. Okay, now go back and drag it into color. Drag the number of company into color. That's where we have it. Okay, now go back to the second mark, the one below.
Okay.
Now, this one here, instead of using map, change it to circle. Go to where it says map. Click on that little drop down. No, not there. Under the map, where it says map. Click on that drop down in front of the map.
Okay, yeah, I'm there. So should I change it to circle now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, that's why I always say watch where I'm clicking so that when you're doing it, it's going to be easy. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Any other person?
Yeah. So I would like to share my own screen as well because I think I just got that actually downloaded.
Okay, quickly share your screen.
All right, thank you, sir.
Susan, are you okay? You're not talking today.
I'm okay.
Are you do you need help with this, or you've done it?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on.
Okay, go to your where's your instance?
I'm just trying to find out what's going on with my screen also. Don't know. Okay, share.
We can see your screen now.
I can't even see my own screen myself. Okay. All right, thank you. There we are.
Okay, so go ahead, change the second one to map. Go to the second mark. The second marks under all. You see all, and then you have latitude and latitude below it. Okay. Go to the one, yes.
So what do I do with this?
Just click on there to open the information. Now go to the automatic and change it to map. Now remove the state from test. We are not showing it as test, okay? Now go back and drag the state into detail. You see, yeah, drag it and put in detail here. Okay. Now drag your count of company into color. Everybody, please do this now so we can move on. Did you count your company yet? Did you count your company yet?
I missed that. I didn't do that.
Okay, now create a calculator field and count your company. go to the drop down on top, that little drop down on top. That's what I say, when I'm doing it, please watch. There's a little drop down here where you can go to create. Okay, go to your, just go to analysis. Go to analysis, click it, and go to create calculated field below. There are 3 ways for you to open this calculated field. Okay, that's one of the ways. So get used to it.
Okay, sir.
So count your company now. Count, do count D. Yeah, count D. So what are you counting?
The company.
So just type in company in that bracket. It's going to, no, inside that bracket, type in company. No, just type, just keep typing. So click on company now. Hold on. You didn't name your calculator field. Have the habit of naming your calculator field. Go back to that calculator field below in your measure. No. You've already created the calculation now. So go back and edit your calculation 1. So go to that little drop down in front and click edit or rename. So name it pound company or number of company. So
okay,
you saw what we did, right? Drag
yes.
that number of company into color in this first marks. Into color. Now go back to the second latitude mark. The second one where you just come, the second latitude marks. You just finished with the first marks where you change to map. The one below it is the bubble. So go back and configure that second bubble. In the marks, come down. You see latitude on that where you see, yes, that's the second one.
Okay.
Click on there to open up the configuration pane. Here, drag that number of company into your size. Now, do you understand what I'm trying to do here?
I'm trying to get it, sir.
No, everybody.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm trying to show here?
Yes.
I'm trying to show the number of companies we have in each state. That's the starting point. Okay, so that's why I want to visualize it this way. So, Martin, do you understand why we are doing this? We are trying to show the number of companies in each state.
In each state, yes, sir.
Yeah, and I'm trying to use dual axis to show you guys how to do dual axis using map. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now go and dualize your map. Go to that on your rows. You see you have two latitude. Go to the second one. Go to the little drop down and click on dual axis to combine the 2 axes.
Oh, cool.
That's all we did. So I expect everybody to have done this now. Is there anyone still left behind on this? And name your sheet. Have the habit of naming your sheet.
Okay.
Bola, are you okay with this?
I need help, please. I need a little help with mine.
Okay, so share your screen.
Okay, share my screen.
I didn't do mine yet, though.
Okay, now, Susan is going to share her screen. So as we are doing it, please do yours so we can save time, okay?
Okay.
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 Okay. Okay, now, Susan, let's start with yours. Just clear this, clear this.
Everything.
Yes, clear everything. Let's start from fresh. I know you
Okay.
are almost done, okay? So please, Bola, watch, okay? Now, Susan, start from afresh. Double click on your state. So do that, Bola. You do double click. Bola, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So have you double click on your state?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
No, you don't have to be doing, just double click. Tableau will do the rest for you. You done?
Okay.
Okay, now we want to dualize this view because we want to create two kind of visualization for the same measure, which is the count of company. So Susan, go ahead and dualize this chart. So you hold your Control Shift key and just drag your latitude beside and just drop it. That's all you have to do. Did you see what Susan did?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Have you done that?
Yes, I'm doing it now.
Okay. Let us know when you're done.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you can see on your marks, we have all, and then we have two latitude marks below the all. So Susan, click on the first one. No, on your marks. Right there, yeah, right there, yeah. It's still the same thing. Look on the second one. The one
Down
below.
here.
The latitude below. Yeah. No, the one above that. Yeah, click on the. No,
This one.
yes. So
Okay.
we want to change this one to a map, okay, a field map. So go to your automatic, click on the drop down in front and change that to map.
Okay.
So Bola, did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, do that.
Do it. Okay.
Okay, have you done that?
Yeah.
Okay, now, Susan, go on the, okay, wait first. While you're still here, drag your company count into color.
Okay.
Yeah, just drop it. So Bola, you to drag your company into color on your second mark, not on the all, not on the last one, the second one, which is the first latitude before the last latitude.
This is not the first one?
Yeah, on the first latitude, there are two latitudes under marks, right? On the first one, the one that you change to map. So drag your company and put in color. So you should have the same thing as Susan. Okay, are you done? Are you true?
Yeah, me?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
So do you have same thing as Susan?
No. Hold on.
Okay, if not, don't worry. Now, Susan, click on the second latitude. Now, Bola, you to click on your second latitude. So Susan, drag your company count into your size so we can size the bubbles. So Bola, you to drag your company into size. And then now we want to combine these two charts into one, like a layover or lay the two charts on each other. So to do that, Susan, go on your latitude on your rows. Click on that little drop down and click on dual axis. That's all.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so name your sheets. Okay, you can call this company count or whatever. But always
Okay, let me
have,
share my screen right quick and see this one because I don't know why I'm having this screen
okay.
here.
Okay, share your screen quickly.
When she's done though.
Yeah, she's done. So you share your screen.
Okay. Okay.
Yomi, are you okay? Okay. Now, on your second mark here, we are not doing field map.
Sorry, yes, I am, sir. I was muted. Yes, I am.
Okay. So, Bola, on the second mark, we are not doing field map. We are just doing circle. So go to that map under your second one there, where it says map. Where it says map, yeah. Click on that drop down and make it circle. Circle, circle. Yeah, click on circle. So now go and drag you've not counted your company. So create a calculated field to count your company. To call it company count or whatever.
The company count?
Yes. And then, no, you don't put anything in there. You just name it. You have to create the calculation. That's just the name. So no. Go back to you see where it says company count in your measure?
Yes.
No, in your measures, where it says company count, go back and edit
Yes,
it.
this one.
Yes.
Okay.
You can see that it have like little error sign there. So now do the counting. No, leave that. That's just the name.
Okay.
You still have to count the company itself. So write your calculation, count D. You are counting uniquely our company. So put the company, the company, we are counting the company. So drag that company into that bracket. Inside, drop it. Yeah, that's it. So now bring that count to on your second mark. Okay, so drag that company count into your size for your second one since you are on your second mark. Put it in your size. Now go to your first latitude, the one above that. No, the one on your marks, the latitude above where you're coming from now. Yes, click there, click on it. Now bring that same company color into your color, your company count. Okay, now go and dualize these two charts, combine them together.
Saying to go to
Yeah, no, on the second latitude on your rows. That's why I say watch when I'm doing it. Yeah, click on there, on that little drop down. And click on dual axis. Dual axis. That was all we did. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So name your sheets. Okay, now, do we understand what we're trying to do so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me share my screen. I know we spend a lot of time on that dual axis, but try and practice this, okay? You can do like on your own, do different scenarios to practice dual axis, what we just did, so you become master of it. Now, there are a whole lot of formatting that I can do here, but because of our time, I want us to move on. I'll open the next sheet here. And so here I said I want to like show us parameter and some calculations. We might not be able to do this today, so I'll skip this one till tomorrow. But let me show you how to do the top 10. Okay, top 10. Now we have all of the companies here. Okay. No, states. Let me do companies. Okay, here is all of our companies here. And let me do revenue for now. Let me do it by charts, and let me sort my companies. So by revenue, out of the 5,000 companies that we have, which company is doing well of all the company? Union Pacific.
Pacific Union Real Estate.
Pacific Union Real Estate. They make over $5.5 billion, followed by ABC Supply and so on. Okay. Now remember we have 5,000 here. Okay. Let me just show these two tips for now. So let's say the users said, well, since we have 5,000, we are not really interested in all of the 5,000. We just want to see the top 20 companies by revenue. We are not interested in seeing the rest company. Just give us the top 20 companies that are that make much revenue in this 2014 data. So how do you do it? Now, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 is around here. So are you going to be asking your users to count the top 20? You know, so you want to like give them some ways. They want to see by the sum of revenue. So how do you do your top 20 customers? Now, everybody watch, especially for the newbies. Okay, for the old ones, you can continue working on your report. Okay, so to do the easiest way to do it is just, since you have your revenue on the view, they said they want to see the top 20 by revenue, top 20 companies by revenue. So just bring the two fields on your view, go to your sum of revenue on the view here, go to the drop down and click on filter. Everybody watch, please. Click on filter. Now you can see some range here. You can see you want to see between the range of revenue here, or you can see you want to see at least, let's say they want to see company that make at least, let's say 2 billion, for example. Okay. If you click apply right here, it's going to show you from 5,000, it came down to like 1,600. Is this 2 billion? No, it's 20.
It's 20 million.
Let me do 20 billion, for example. If I click apply, so you can see that these are the companies that made at least 20 million. Every other one, they are gone. Okay, if I want to do range, I say, okay, I want to do between the range of 1 million and so. If I click on this, boom, it give me those companies that are making between 1 million and so on. Okay, but now they just want to see, they want to see the top 20 companies. So how do you do that? Here, it's not showing you top. You are just doing by range. Okay, your requirement can come at anyhow, but just know where to go to just use the simple inbuilt calculation for Tableau. Okay, if you understand how to use all of this inbuilt calculation, you might not need to write any calculations to get your job done. Dada is my witness, right? Dada, are you here? So get used to all of this.
Yes, I am.
You know. So for now, if I want to just do the top 20 company by company, I can also come to this company here, go to that little drop down and click on filter. So you give me this option here. Here, I can manually select the company that I want or the company that I don't want. I can do some custom values, but I can use some wildcard to say, okay, I want company that contains, for example, I want company that contains bridge. Bridge, right? Something like that. If I click apply, see all of this company are the company that contain my what I impute here. So these are some of ways of looking for data inside data, but this is not what I wanted, right? Let me let this and apply. So we want to do the top value for, so I'll go straight to this top here where it says top. Okay, everybody watch this because this is very important. And I'll go to by field. Now, they say they want top 20. So I can come to this by default, Tableau drop this to top. You can do bottom, you can do top. And I want top 10, top 20, top 100. So here I want to put top 20 here. Now, how do I want this top 20? I want it by the sum of revenue. So take this revenue and sum it up and give me the top 20. If I click apply right now, these are the top 20 company by the by revenue. If I want top 10, if I click on here, I click apply, it give me only top 10. Do we get that? I'm going somewhere. Do we get that?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
can, but this one is hard coded. So let's say this is your report and you publish this to your server and your director like it because he only seen top 10. Now his boss on top said, well, I want to see top 40. And you only had code this to be top 10. Then you will have to rework this report and go change it to like top 40 again and then republish. And tomorrow somebody says, I want top 15. So the work is going to be so manual. So the easiest way to go about this is to create a parameter. A parameter make this more dynamic. So anybody can enter any top that they want and they get their results. And you can only do this report once and give it to them. So if they want top 10, enter your top 10, Tableau give it to you. If you want top 50, enter the top 50, it give it to you. And different people can view different type of data at the same time without having to affect the report. So how do we do that dynamic top values? So here is where I will introduce to you parameter. There are a lot of ways to do to use parameter, but this is the simplest one I would like to start with for now, okay? So if I want to do that dynamic top value, I'll go back here on my companies. I'll click on filter, go back to my top, click on the field. Now here, instead of me...
Sorry, can I ask a question, please?
Yeah.
Since they're saying the top 10 is based on revenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
will it not be better if we use revenue instead of using company? And another question I want to ask, if after doing this parameter, assuming the company that was top 10 today was among top 10 today, if another company now makes more than that company, with the new company, will it
Match.
is it going to like displace the other company and goes up?
Yes, that's why I say it's dynamic. It will look at your current data and tell you the top value. This company here today now might be number one. Like for example, this Pacific might be number one, and maybe tomorrow when this data is refreshed or updated, more companies make like 10 billion, 15 billion, and 8 billion. Automatically, this calculation will work dynamically and put them in ascending order. Who is the top? You don't have to do anything again.
Okay, yes, okay. That's why I was asking, is it not better if we use revenue instead of using
I just
company?
demonstrate if you want to like filter with the revenue, I just show you the outcome. You cannot get the top here. If you filter using the revenue, you can always do like a range. It's okay, I want people that make 2 million, because the revenue is not looking at anything now. It's just looking at its own self.
Okay.
But for you to do the top, you have to say, okay, I want the top companies that make the highest revenue, or I want the lowest company that make the lowest revenue. That's what so Tableau will look at this dimension and calculate this revenue. I give you those that make the top.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so I'll go back here, click on filter, go to my top, go to my field. Now here, instead of me doing top 10 or doing top 50, I will come to this little drop down here and do create parameter. So this pane will pop open. Okay, so here I will name this. Again, have the habit of naming all your calculations and parameters. So I'll call this top companies. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. You can name it whatever you want to name it. Okay, by default, Tableau senses that this field here is an integer, so don't change it. And the current value, because I entered 50 there, so it's taking this 50 as the top value, so don't worry. Now here is where you need to like create your own way of this range here. Now, if I do my minimum 1, so it means Tableau can go all the way to like top 1, top 2, to which it doesn't really make no sense. For me, I want to do my minimum value to show in my top is I can do 10. So which means it can only go to top 10. It doesn't go below top 10. If I do 5 here, which means it's going to go all the way to like top 5, which to me, it doesn't really make no sense in this time. So I will default this to top 10. Okay, you can do it anyone you want. This maximum value here means that what is the range of top that you want to see? Is it top 100? So you cannot see below top 100. So you can see like from top 10 to like top 100. So if you use this maximum value, the users can only see top 100. Okay, let's leave this for now. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just leave this for now. Or you can uncheck this. This will give the users the ability to view all of the data, which is the 5,000. So they can go all the way to like top 5,000. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. Here on this step size here, if I click on this right now, which means users can increase this top value by 1. So top 11, top 12, top 13, and top 14, and so on. If you want to do the step size, it's up to you. But for me, I'll just do like, give me 10 step, which means top 10, top 20, top, just like 10 increments of the top. If I do 5, which means I'm going to increase this top by 5 increments, like top 5, top 10, 15, 20, and so on. Okay, do we get that?
Yes, sir.
So for now, I'll default this to like 5. Doesn't matter. I'll click OK. So when you create a parameter, it comes below here on your bottom left. So don't be looking for your parameter anywhere. Whenever you create parameter, Tableau place it under your measures here.
Measurement.
Okay. So now, since I've created this parameter, so you can see here now, I don't have no top here. It's just showing me top companies. So I'll click OK and click Apply. And now I will come back to my parameter and show parameter. So right now, if I do top 10, it's giving me only top 10. If I do top 15, it's giving me top 15. So this becomes dynamic for any user. So once I give them this report, however they want to dissect their report, they can dissect their report. Do we understand the use of parameter?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, parameter is also a filter.
Yes.
Okay, but it's not, it doesn't come with default data. You have to create that parameter and tell Tableau how to pass those calculations into your data. Unlike if I bring in my company into my filter right now, I can use my company as a filter. So I'm using part of my data source as my filter. But parameter is not part of your data. It's just something that you create to interact with your data. That's the difference between parameter and a filter. I mean, parameter and your data source filter. Okay.
So it's different from ranking then, or is it the same thing as ranking?
Ranking is different.
Yeah.
Ranking is totally different. That ranking is just to like say, okay, is this number one? For example, if I create like ranking here, calculation, and I do rank, sorry, and I bring in the rank function here, and I say rank my revenue. It's just going to, let me call this rank. Rank is not a filter. It's not. So, oh, where's the error? Okay, ranks. So what this is going to do is going to show you which one is first, second, and third, and so on. That's what that is going to do.
Okay.
So you can see it's showing me fourth, second, third, and so on, 15. So ranking is not like a filter.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Any question? Any question? So if they ask you what is the difference between parameter and a filter, you know the difference.
Yes,
or data source filter. Data source filter is using some part of your data that comes with your data as a filter. Parameter, it doesn't come with your data. You just created the parameter and then you use it to like filter or interact with your data the way you want, period. Okay, so if we're okay with this, everybody go ahead and create your top parameter. And I will say someone can share their screen. We have 18 minutes. Who wants to share their screen this time?
I'll share my screen.
Okay. So everybody, please watch. We have to be done with this at the same time, okay?
One second.
So if we were to name it, can we name it top companies too?
Yeah,
By
you can, some will
revenue.
use, yeah, you can say just top company by revenue. It doesn't matter. Depend on how you want to like view it.
Okay. Want me to start from fresh or with
It's
the?
good. Just go ahead. And anybody that needs help, Dada and Ejiro, please help out.
Okay.
We're still going to
And
create another parameter. This one will be a little bit difficult, but I just want you all to understand different ways of using parameter. All right. So go ahead.
All right. And then you said leave this, you said 50 here?
No, click on the top also. That top drop down. Oh, no, not that, sorry.
Which one? Yeah, I clicked on it. I said by field. Let me reset everything.
Yes, you're good.
Right?
Yes, you're good.
And then apply, right?
Okay, just click on OK. Then
Okay.
you would, that's to do the hard filtering or hard. It's hard. You have not done the parameter. So if we want to create the parameter, you go back to that
Go back.
company.
Okay.
No, in the field, edit filter, yes. Yeah, good, yeah, good. Sorry.
Edit
filter.
filter. Okay.
Yes. Then you go to
And
the
then-
top
Mhm,
and you go to where you have 10
mhm.
and click on the drop down
It's not, okay, and then
and
create.
create parameter.
Gotcha. Okay.
You name your parameter.
What should I name it?
Okay.
Top something, top N.
Top companies.
Okay, top companies.
Okay.
Leave that one.
Huh?
Leave that.
Leave that, okay.
Yes.
And I know.
Yes, minimum. What do you want your minimum to be?
He did 10, eh? So you
50.
can, no, the minimum on top.
Oh, the minimum, that's maximum. Oh,
You can say 5, you can say 10. You can
10?
50 is
And
good.
yeah, the professor did 10, so
Okay, let's do 10. And then the max here could be
let
what?
that, no, you can just
Leave
click-
it,
no,
uncheck it?
click- yes, uncheck it. Then step
Okay.
5. You can do 10, you can do 15, you can do 20, you can do 1. It's up to you.
Okay, 20 is good.
And click on OK.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
Then
show,
you
show
go ahead
parameter.
and show your parameter.
I finished them now.
So what you did now, it means that every other time that you want to change, it has to be, it should be an incremental of 20 or else.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Dada.
Yes, I said, since you chose 20, the steps by your steps to be 20. It means that every time you want to, it should be an incremental of 20. So like now, you have 20 in the view now, this is the first 20. So the next time you want to do now, it should be like 40 something.
40, 60, 80.
Go ahead and show your
You go to
parameter.
that company, top company, the arrow down, then you click on show
Over
parameter.
here?
Yeah.
Which one?
No,
This
where you
one?
have
No,
parameter.
your parameter.
After
The parameter that you just
measure.
created.
No, not there. After
Where?
dimension, measure the parameters.
Okay.
Down.
All the way down. All the way down.
Down. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So whenever you create parameter, that's why I said watch. Don't be looking for it everywhere. It's only going to be on your bottom left.
The bottom left.
Left.
Okay.
So it's going to be there.
Yeah, show
Okay.
parameter.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Then remove the show me.
Hide your show me so it doesn't cover.
That's it.
Okay, thank you guys.
So test it out. Test it out to see. Enter like 10, 15, or 20.
Okay.
Okay. So are we all done with this?
Thank you.
Anybody need help with this?
Welcome.
Nadia, do you need help with that?
I'm sorry, not really. I'm almost done.
Okay, but it's very straightforward, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right.
I wrote the steps down, so I'm good.
Okay, all right. So, okay, quickly share your screen so other who are still struggling with it can see it. Okay. If you need help with this, just say now. Okay, I'll take that as a no. So let me share my screen. Now, to one more step to this filter, because of our time, let me just use it like round up. Let's assuming these two reports here is what we wanted. Okay, I'll call this let me call this bar for now, bar chart, doesn't matter. Okay, we are not done yet, we still have a lot of steps to go. Okay, but let me just show you how to use this parameter to filter your data across. Okay, so let's assume in these two charts here is all that we want for now. Okay, and let me bring this into my view. Everybody watch, please, including the new ones. I mean, the old bits, please watch this. So if I bring this into my view and I bring in my bar chart here, okay? So you can see that my parameter right now is only working on this top here. So
Please, can you do that again?
Okay, let me clear this. Okay, let me clear it. Let's assume in. I just want to show you how to use a parameter to filter other worksheets. Let's say they want to pass in the top 10 companies here, and they want to see where these top 10 companies are in this map. Okay, and let's assume we have our final reports and we have this in our dashboard. Okay, let me just bring this here. Okay, so now if I click my top 20, top 10, you can see that it only affecting this worksheet. It does not affect this here. But the users want to pass in this top company here and see where the top company are in this map. So how do I do that? Who can give us an idea? The new
What
base.
you say apply to all dashboard
So what do you apply to all dashboard?
parameter.
You can apply parameter to worksheet or dashboard.
To the dashboard, all this thing, all the worksheet on dashboard.
Yeah, you are on the right track, but you can apply parameter to multiple dashboards.
Okay.
But they want to enter the top here and get the tree here. Think. Should I give a price? 50
Do
bucks.
you have to go and add it to filters?
Where?
Go back to where your
Yeah.
worksheets are,
Uh-huh.
and then
Give me a
Victor,
prize.
Yeah, it makes sense. She makes a lot of sense. They
Please
take the
give a prize so that I can say
No,
it.
no, even if I give a price, you are excluded from all prizes.
Really?
Ah.
You know, you know,
Okay, so then,
you're on the right track. Victor was on the right track. But
then you have to go back, add the parameters to filter.
you can't do anything to the
You said you
parameter.
can't do that?
Yeah, but you can do something, and this parameter will affect everything. Think. It's right on
Do
your
you
view.
add to it and the filters, and then
Yeah.
it comes up on the dashboard? Yes.
You are very, very close.
What about the revenue?
Okay, let me save your time. Remember, when we pass in this parameter here, this company here automatically showed up in this filter here.
Yes.
Okay, so it's telling us that this company is filter by this parameter. So for we to apply this here now, all you have to do is come to this one on the filter. Anything you do on the filter can
Will affect the other one.
this
as well,
worksheet
yeah.
or every other worksheet. So just come to this drop down here and go to how you want this to apply.
Apply to what?
You can come here now and say, okay, apply to the other worksheet. So if we go back to the dashboard now, you can see.
It changes it.
So if you put top 20,
I will get half price then.
Oh, that was easy.
I'm getting half price.
No, you are very close. Now if you look at what I was trying to show, why I created this map, so that when they look at these companies, they can see where these companies are located here. So of these top 20 companies, 3 companies are in California, 3 are in Texas, and you can see 2. I meet again. Now, if I even want to make this a lot more interactive, which we are going to do, I can click on here and say, use this chart here as a filter.
Yeah.
So maybe I want to know where this Pacific is located in this state. Since I'm using this as a filter, if I click on this, it tells me where it is in California. And if I click on ABC, ABC is in Wisconsin. You see how quickly your users can make decisions. It's okay. We want to invest in Eurovision ROS option, but where is it? They don't know. If they click here, it shows it to them, Ohio. And there are a whole lot of configuration that we can also do, even though we don't have that data. We can bring in Google here. So if they want to know more about this company right now and they click somewhere here, Google will just search and tell them everything about this company. We're going to get there. I will try to get that resources. So you create a whole lot of insightful report for your users. Do we get the idea of where we're going to?
Yeah.
Okay, so any questions so far? You don't have to do this now because we're still going to come back here. I just want to show you in the real life when you create a parameter and they want that parameter to apply to other dashboards, just go to the main dashboard where it is and configure how it applies here. You can even say apply to every data source here. So anything you create, you don't have to apply this anymore. Let's say now I'm applying this to all of my data source. So anything I create with this data source will be affected by this parameter. So let's say I come here now and I say, okay, industry here, and I bring in my revenue and let me just say ranking and workers for now, no matter. And I bring this to my view. I don't have to change how this work anymore. So anything I pass in here will affect this one already because I'm already telling Tableau to like filter down whenever I pass in this parameter. So these top 10 companies, this is their industries, their ranking, their revenue, and so on. Okay. Any question? I know it a lot, but again, I said learning this is the hardest part. If you know it, you know, you're going to be, your work is going to be easy for you. The only time you do a lot of work is when you are developing. Once you are done developing, I'm telling you, it's a lot. Dandy, can you just encourage them in 30 minutes with what I just said? You know, your day-to-day life on your job.
Well, you're very right. Once you're able to pass this order in terms of, creating the visualizations and it's approved, and maybe you create a schedule and it's, is running on a daily basis. Hardly would you even look at that data any other, maybe even within 1 month or 2 or 3 or more.
Yeah.
Or else there's anything, maybe there's a need to change some things or some few things, but they're just minor things basically. So it will just be working on autopilot.
Now, has there been any week where you didn't do anything apart from meeting?
Well, sincerely, in the last 2 months, I have not been doing anything. I just go for a meeting and they're
Now,
like,
do you get
"Oh,
paid?
Dada, what are you doing today?" I said, well, I'm still waiting on particular data. I said, okay, we know anyway. I mean, I have not done other than to show up.
Okay, so that's just the luxury of the job. So don't be discouraged with this. But if you feel that you want to back out because you feel it's a lot, it's fine. But all I can do is encourage. If the fun of the job is there, okay? So give your time to this and practice some more. We're going to continue on this tomorrow, and just try to understand what we're trying to do and carry yourself along. If you can dabble your hands into something, go online and research and try to come up with your own views. Like I said, if you go on Tableau Public, you'll see a whole lot of work that people have done with this Inc 5000. You can start looking at their work and see what they did. Look at what this guy did. Inc 5000. It is telling you to start, and then you can start viewing his reports. Although he used Chinese, but we don't want that. But you can come here and look at a whole lot of stuff and just to understand different ways of doing stuff. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll continue tomorrow, and I'll try to upload this video by tomorrow morning before class tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Thank you, sir. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.